we're already starting to see it. We're seeing candidates for offices at lower levels announcing proactively, I'm not taking any AIPAC money. I think I've got two answers for you. On the one hand, I think that the Israelis, and not just the Israelis, but American supporters of Israel, lobbyists, AIPAC people, I think they genuinely cannot understand why the rest of us don't see it the way they do. Like, I know these guys, right? I know them from my time on Capitol Hill, from my time at the CIA. They really believe that if they don't do everything that they're doing now, they're going to end up either dead or scattered all around the world, right? They believe it in their hearts, number one. Number two, I think they actually have a shorter term view of the world. You know, as Americans, we have an incredibly short term view of the world.
Right.
That's why we keep losing these wars.
Right.
Right? I think the Israeli worldview is even shorter. They don't care who's elected president next. They'll deal with that when it comes. Right now, they've got a war to fight. They have an Iranian government to overthrow. And as soon as they overthrow it, then they'll deal with the next election. But that's very short-sighted.
That's shocking.
Mm-hmm. You know, you and I talked about something last time I was here that I think is important. We talked about AIPAC and the incredible political acumen that AIPAC exhibits. They have this down to a science. If you stray even one iota from the pro-Israel political line, they will primary you. Right? They'll run somebody against you. If you're 99% pro-Israel, they're going to run somebody against you that's 100% pro-Israel. Right. Well, you know, that strategy is not working out very well. And I'll give you an example.
Massey?
Massey's one. There was a congressional race in New Jersey recently where an incumbent, there's been some redistricting, an incumbent congressman who's pro-Israel was running in this race. There were a bunch of other Democrats running against him. And there was one woman, her name escapes me now, who is not pro-Israel. AIPAC supported a third Democrat who was like a little more pro-Israel than the incumbent. And instead the pro-Palestinian one won because the pro-Israel vote was split.
Oh, wow.
And there's a possibility of that happening in a district in Pittsburgh. There's a possibility of that happening in a district in St. Louis. And I think that maybe they got a little too big for their britches.
Do you see this new guy who's running for governor of Florida? This Fishback guy, young kid. I think Tucker did have him on his podcast.
Yeah, Tucker had him on. I'm smiling because on my own podcast one morning, somebody wrote in the chat, John, what do you think about this guy Fishback in Florida? And I said, oh, yeah. I said, I know that guy. I said, Tucker had him on. And I think that his position on Israel is very well considered. And it's sort of emblematic of how this new generation of political candidates is rethinking the U.S.-Israel relationship. Within minutes, I see on X, John Kiriakou endorses Fishback for governor.
Oh, no.
I was like, oh, no, I didn't.